Hello, good people of the internet. It's time for a little update here from what's going on with the boat and everything else going on. So, it's been a couple of days since the last video. I have been doing a lot of boating, by the way. I've been sleeping in the boat. We've been out riding along with it and having a good time, taking some cold dips in the sea. Mälaren out here is like 17 degrees Celsius also. It's really cold. But I had my first bath of the year, my first dip into the lake. So that was nice. And I've been monitoring with enthusiasm closely the solar system, the solar power system, and of course the big solar system that we live in. I monitor that also, but that's another subject. We can talk about that in more videos. Anyways, the solar panels and the chargers and everything on the boat working really well. I'm really happy with it, but it's a little bit undersized. I noticed that now. It's steadily dropping the state of charge of the battery. We have had some good weather, so it's like really, it feels like we're maxing out on what we're able to get out of the sun into the batteries right now. So a couple of days with bad weather would really like lower the battery's capacity, the state of charge, quite a lot. We're down to we're around 63, 68% something, up and down like the last couple of days here, and it's a small decline in the curve there. So I feel like we need to do something about that, and I have done that also. Yeah, so here we are. We are pulling in 17 watts right now, 18 actually, from the sun. It's quite early in the day, and we're estimated to get about, I think it's like 0.2 kilowatt hours out of the system today. This forecast, it's updating itself, I think, based on, if I understand it correctly, based on our system. So it took a couple of days, but now we get a forecast of how much it thinks that our system is going to be able to produce. And you can see there's a small decline in the curve here. We can check a whole, let's take this last week. So the battery's average is around 66%, 65, 66. It looks like a steady curve, but it's quietly going down, declining a little bit here. So yeah, we are pulling in a little bit of power. Let's see. The battery state of charge this week, it looks quite solid. We had a good day yesterday with a lot of solar, but as soon as I start using stuff out there, like the vacuum cleaner, if I put on, I had the fridge running for a couple of hours on a sunny day, and that dropped. Actually, the battery, I think, it's getting old, so it drops in voltage. It has trouble keeping its the voltage at a high enough levels. That's why we have a battery low voltage alarm here also. I did some fiddling around because we had I had not a problem, but it became a problem. But when I had the battery set, see if we can see it here, or actually when we had the controller programmed for just keeping battery life, it cuts off the load. So with the battery life on the charger, it cuts off the load once the battery voltage and the output current gets too low. And if it does that for a long time, after a while, my little modem with the Wi-Fi runs out of battery, so I can't connect remotely and restart everything, because you need to do that. You need to start everything over again. So as soon as the battery starts filling up again with energy, you can turn it on again, and we get the load out, and we can charge up the battery and do the cameras and everything. It was set on battery life, but I changed that a little bit now. So now it's gonna, as soon as the voltage drops below 10.5 volts, it's gonna cut off the load output, so we don't have any power to the camera and to the Wi-Fi and everything. And once it starts to get over 12 somewhere, 12.5 I think it is, then it puts out load again. So that was pretty good. That's one little thing I did to to make everything better. So we can. So now I'm not. If I'm away for like a week and it goes, the voltage drops and it cuts off, and I can't like restart it remotely. This charger, the MPPT charger, will take care of it. So as soon as we get some more energy into the battery and the voltage goes up to a high enough level, it will turn on everything again. So that was pretty good. Yeah, so one solution to this problem, of course, more power. We need more power. We need to draw in more power to the system. And I went out on the Swedish eBay, Blocket it's called, where you can find stuff. And I just googled for solar panels. I got quite lucky, I think. I got 2 50-watt solar panels for like 300 Swedish crowns each. So like 60 euros, roughly $60, somewhere around that, for two panels. They're quite big, I think, but still it was a good bargain. So the only problem is that they are big. They take up a lot of size, take up a lot of space. So they take up a lot of space. They're quite big, a little bit heavy, but I think we could be in for quite a good little challenge here to put them on the boat somewhere. I'm going to go down to the boat today, and I've been sitting there this weekend thinking about where to put these guys. I'm going to take some correct measurements here. I'm going to show you where I plan to put them, because they need to be I need to be able to remove them easily once we go out riding with the boat. But I spend a lot of time in the boat just when it's at the dock, and it would be nice to have like more power all the time. And we need to like have them not being too visible from the outside, so people passing by don't see them too much. But yeah, good solar panels. Can't remember what brand it is, but they should be, as I understood it, they should be compatible with the solar panels I have. It's a little bit of science how to put it, if we should put it up in. We're going to do some parallel connections with these guys. I think that's the best. Yeah. So 2 new solar panels, 100 watts more energy. So we're gonna like triple the size of our solar panel system, which is gonna be really nice. Get some more power out there. And I also have another little bit, not old battery, but it's been in a car. It's been a starter battery for a car, and but I think we can use that also. It's a little bit smaller than the one I have, but I want to put that next to the fridge and have it as a dedicated battery just for the fridge. And I think that could be good. So whenever we're doing some fridging in the boat, we're gonna have a separate battery for that, and I'm gonna put in a small charger. I show you the charger. I already have one in the boat that's dedicated to the starter battery, so it always tops off the starter battery from the auxiliary battery with power. I'm gonna do the same thing with the battery for the fridge. I think that could be quite a good solution for this. So yeah, let's go down to the boat and check stuff out. Oh, and one more thing, by the way, before we go, I was planning to make some videos about some cool mesh-tastic things, but the mail here in Sweden, I know sometimes Postnord is actually a Danish company. They really messed up one of my orders here, so it's I don't know where the stuff is that I ordered. It got stuck in customs, and I paid the customs fee, and now it's just not being delivered, so I don't know where it is. So as soon as I get that, I'll make some cool videos with some mesh-tastic ideas that I have also. But yeah, see if I get it on mail first. But yeah, let's go down to the boat and see where we can put up the solar panels. And do one more thing. I'm actually gonna top off the batteries a little bit here because I'm gonna go away for a couple of days, and I just want to be sure that the camera is working before we get the solar panels up there. Yeah, I want to charge up the batteries a little bit. So I do have this power station, a small little Suaoki something, and it has like lithium iron batteries, 150 watt hours maximum. Yeah, So it has a little bit of power in. I've done this before. Moink, should be fully charged. Very good. And we just do basic charger and top off the batteries with whatever power is in that guy. It will probably mess up the statistics a little bit about the battery state of charge. Because I can't connect it through the MPPT charger. It has to be connected, like directed to the battery. I think we can connect it with the shunt between the battery and the system. I think that. So statistics are going to be a little bit messed up here, but I want to have the battery topped off just a little bit when I'm gone now a couple of days, so I can be sure that we are able to monitor the boat. So nobody, well, people could break in, but if they do, they get caught on camera. Finally, let's go down to the boat. Yay! So here we are down in the boat. It's always so nice to get down here. We had a really nice weekend. A couple of days here in Sweden where it was like plus up to 25 degrees Celsius, something in there. So it was really nice. So me and my daughter, we slept on the boat for like 2 days and we 2 nights. Yeah, the boat really performed. And this little guy here that we mounted the iPad holder, it held up, so it's good. It's not like yeah, it's good. It's good enough to work on this small little boat. It's nothing like even professional, but it works for what we are doing here. Yeah. So, and also one thing I thought about while I was biking over here was that it would be nice also to have some more capacity on this boat with more solar, so that I can actually charge up my electric scooter, because it's not that far from the boat over to the land side here. So we could have just the cable running over, and I think the charger up there, we should be able to do like some step up from 12 volts up to 40 volts and have yeah, just a simple cable running up to the electric scooter so we can charge it. Or one thing I also thought about is like having a converter in here. I do have an old converter. I don't know if it works. Goes from DC current 12 volts up to 220 volts AC current, like the ones we have in outlets here in Sweden. I have one of those that might work in here. We could actually install that, and it could be nice to have like 220 volts for, yeah, I don't know, basically just the charger. I don't think it's quite strong enough to charge any bigger stuff up. Like maybe we could do like computers, stuff like that. But now when I have USB-C, I'm gonna have another USB-C back here. Most computers now do take USB-C charging, so yeah, nice to have 220 volts, mostly just for charging the scooter maybe. So yeah, and another thing that I also thought about while I was scooting over here was that and I've been looking into this for quite a while, but I haven't really found any good solutions. It would be nice to have a little wind-powered charger. What do you call it? Like a mill. See if I can find something good and put up on screen here. But that would be something that would be nice to have, because it's a little bit windy always down here at my docks. So like a small. Oh my god, that was a big ship. It took me by surprise. I was just wondering what the heck was driving up behind me. That's a big one. Yeah. Very tall. Pretty cool. Anyways, took me a little bit off guard there. Yeah, so some kind of wind electrical charging would be nice out here also. I could have something small mounted here back on the boat. Yeah. Nice. That guy doesn't need solar panels. Probably got some good electrical system on his thing. So that could be one thing that would be nice to have. So the solar panels, by the way, the ones I bought
talking about solar panels, I'm thinking about having them mounted just, let's see if I can sit like this, so they just cover the back side of this window. I just measured it here, and the solar panels are like 65 times 55 centimeters, so they could probably just like fit this space. So I have some kind of mount here where we can have them, because they'll be angled quite good against against the sun, and it'll also be a little bit like a blackout here, so it doesn't get too warm in here also. The only thing is that when I'm down here, I want to sit here and watch those big ships drive by here. So that would take a little bit, spoil a little bit of the view here. But if they are like detachable, and this frame is quite sturdy up here in the roof, could be that we could just have them like resting on the roof here with some elastic bands just securing them once we're down here, because then they can be on the roof just making power for us. So a lot of ideas there. If you have any good ideas about wind turbine charging, let me know. I've been looking into some of them. They're like around 500 euros or something to buy. It's a little bit too expensive. Maybe I can build something myself with just a small. It would be just nice to have like a small little thing going, because night times when it's windy here, it could add some power to this system. And talking about adding power to the system, I am going to hook up the extra battery I had with me and see how much power we can tip off the batteries or top them off with. Electricity from home feels a little bit like cheating. I just want to have this boat electrically charged by solar. Oh, and another thing, by the way, lots of things today. When I'm running the big engine, it automatically charges the starter battery because it's hooked it's directly hooked up to that one. But it would be nice to have some kind of relay there, some kind of switch, so that it also puts in power to the auxiliary battery, because it's a waste of energy, I think, to not use the electrical generator that is in the fueled engine here. The gasoline engine, that's the word. Might as well just be able to take some charge from that. So maybe it would be nice to have like an automatic relay switch that just spreads power to both batteries. It shouldn't be any. I think it's probably some systems already you can buy that does that for you. Hello, electrical system. So let's see if this is possible. See if we can turn the light on it. It's not working. Oh, battery's dead maybe. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it. I'll put up a screenshot of the thing I ordered. The what's it called? Standby battery charger. I'm gonna have another one of those being hooked up to the extra battery that I plan to put in for the refrigerator. And by the way, the refrigerator was working very good. I made some simple screen recordings. I put them up here also. When it was running, I know I measured it last year also, but I didn't have these fancy MPPT chargers and battery shunt monitoring thingies. So it drew like I think it was between 4 and 5 amps for maybe 4 or 5 minutes or something when it started up. And the fridge was a little bit cold in the beginning, so it didn't need that much electricity. It took it down to like 8 degrees Celsius, and then it cut off for a while, and I didn't open the lid or anything. We had stuff in there. It took like half an hour or something before I could hear it. It's very silent, so that's very good. You can hear a small low murmur down under the seats there. When it turned back on again, you can hear a compressor going a little bit deep, and it's 4 or 5 amps for maybe 2-3 minutes or something like that. Not that long. So when it draws power, but it's for a short while. and the battery had time to like recharge. We weren't in any float situation with the sun or anything, but it charged up a little bit. Yeah, but still, we draw a lot of current. We charged some cellular phones and yeah, some iPads and everything. So, but anyways, now I'm gonna hook up the extra battery. That was the thing I was going to do. So let's see here. It would be nice to hook it up to the shunt so we could at least get some statistics seeing the state of the battery. Okay, so yeah, we're currently at we're drawing in 21 watts, and that's good. Now we get some motion alert because I'm down here. It's so nice when everything's working. So let's see here if I could find a nice spot to hook this up. This is actually with a 220 volts, so you can just turn it on, and I found that this solution is the best way to do it, and the charger is online. Actually, this would be best to like put on the plus side on the battery, but I don't know if I can split, if I want to split this cable too much and have like one on the minus side of the shunt. So I just want to have a connection to the plus side on the battery. So let's see if this works. This was an ugly, really ugly connection, but anyways, let's see if it gets nope. There we go. 12.1 volts it says, yes. 12.2, 12.2 on the screen, 24, 23. Okay, so the smart shunt says that we are taking in current here, and this guy is connected down here. They're saying the same voltage. Now we have voltage. And state of charge. Let's see if this goes up. Yeah, because this, it shouldn't be like spilling over, or it could be spilling over power to the output load on the MPT, but that's, I mean, that's still gonna happen. So yeah, I'm guessing this works. So we'll see. 64% on the battery right now when we started, and yeah, see how much this little dude here, how much he can bring us together with the solar. That's up to like 20 watts right now. Yeah, so unfortunately I have to go working later today, so I'm not going to be able to do too much stuff here today, more than just yeah, sit over there and see if some other big boats come and scare me, and I'll have a cup of tea and read a good book for a while, because yeah, what I recall, I did this last year when I needed to top off the batteries a little bit. It took an hour or 2 or 3, something like that. But a good cup of tea and a book, yeah, I don't mind. Have to go flying later today. I want to be on the boat. Okie, so there we go. We have not topped off the battery, but we have added some power to it at least with the small battery pack. Let's see here what the statistics say now. Our battery is up to 68% state of charge, and yeah, a couple of percent at least. So the solar has been working quite a lot. We're still doing like 28 watts. I think it topped around 31 watts today, so it's pretty good. Yeah, so a little bit more power to the battery, not that much, but at least a little bit. And I also did I don't know if you can see it here, but I actually hooked up the plus red wire back to the battery there. It was a little bit Yankee having it here on the on this ugly little wire there. So yeah, the small battery down here, it is drained, and yeah, some more power to the battery. I need to go to work now for a couple of days, so I won't be here at the boat, sadly. But I have been looking down here behind or in front of the engine, this little compartment down here. I hope it's maybe that's easy to see it like this. I'm planning on putting something down here, maybe I don't know, some kind of board here which we can make attachments to, and then have the new solar panels. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this. So they will be resting like down on the backside here of the boat with an angle tilted to roughly the same angle as the roofing here on the boat. But we'll have them anchored down here in the, I don't know what you call it, like the, anyways, this part of the boat in front of the engine here, with some kind of mounting attached back here. So that's the plan. So it will be secure down here, and the panels will be sitting back here on the boat and leaning, something like that. That's the plan, at least, and it should be something that can be easily removed and moved out of the way, and also maybe to be able to put them up on the roof here, because that would be nice, and something that can be easily like stowed away somewhere in the boat, because yeah, the panels, yeah, we'll see about that. Somewhere, if we're like stationed, if we're out camping somewhere, and probably we can just have the panels sticking down here beside the engine. A little bit risky, but if the engine is not running and we're just in the boat, yeah, we'll see about that. Interesting. Oh, here comes a taxi boat also. It'll look fun. So anyways, have to go back to the real world and do some boring work, flying airplanes. Anyways, I'd rather sit on the boat or do some other fun stuff. So, some snacks and some good reading also. And now I'm heading off to work, and I hope you will have a super awesome day. And please check out in the end of the video here, I'll link to me and my daughter's channel also. The latest videos up there are from this weekend where we were out with the boat. They're really nice views of us camping, so please go check them out, and yeah, subscribe to that channel also, because you'll see a lot more from the boat this summer if you want to see that. So have a super awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, dudes. Bye bye.